Holla Warriors. I just thought I would do my monthly check-in with you, really, just to see how it's going. Firstly, thank you so much for everyone reaching out to me and for people that watch me. Actually, it's really weird to think that people watch me rambling and just moaning about this godforsaken disease that we're going through. But I just want to say thank you so much. And I know I'm really crap at the moment at replying, but that's just because I struggle with everything at the moment, which some of you will probably understand. I struggle to do more than one thing at once. I just can't juggle things. So, but I just want you to know I appreciate it, and this is so cathartic for me. And I keep saying it's cathartic for me to tell you. And I think it makes me feel good that I'm helping some of you feel like you're normal, because this is just the new normal. So, really not a lot have happened for me since I last spoke to you. I've had more periods than hot dinners, and that is a true story. I think I had 3 periods over a 4-week period, and they're just not nice actually either. They're not nice, and they're just not nice. So, I'd had maybe 5 days of break in between. With that, for me, the migraines are increased. So, I just have had quite a lot more migraines as a result, which is just really frustrating, actually. I was actually out with my mum the other day. My mum wanted to go shopping, and I said to her, I don't really drive far. My anxiety with driving is really not good. And she wanted to go to this place called Trago Mills, which is about 20 miles or so drive from where we live. It's all motorway. And I'm in the car driving, and I can feel a migraine coming on, and I just thought, oh my god, I'm gonna have a meltdown. I'm just gonna have a meltdown. So I took a tablet, just said to my mum, I can't talk, I just can't talk. I'm a minute, drunk a load of fluids, calmed myself down, opened the windows because I could feel a flush. So opened the windows, and I managed to drive there. I didn't feel great, and I wasn't great, and I was anxious about getting us home. But unfortunately, that is just part of life, which is part of the reason I don't really go anywhere, because the thought of being stuck somewhere, because I did have a moment where I thought, I'm going to be stuck with my mum in the middle of nowhere, and my husband's going to have to finish work and come and get me. So part of the reason why I don't drive and go far is that reason, and I go out and then this happens. But I have had, I think as my periods become more, I have had more flushes, and for me the flushes bring the migraines. So I'm just in this little loop at the moment of not feeling great. I've only had maybe a couple of days, if I'm truthful, in the last month. What I'm going to say is this anxiety. Oh my days, God. Do you know what? If this was a man's disease, somebody would have done something about this a long time ago. Because I am not the only woman that's feeling this way, and I know this because you reach out to me. It is paralyzing, is the word. It's paralyzing. Sometimes this anxiety is so bad that I can't function. I honestly can't function. I feel sick. I can't breathe. I've said to you before about my swallowing in issues, great for the diet. I remember I was thinking about this morning because I was going to do a vlog. When I was getting married to Mr. S, me and my 2 friends went out running. I was going out running to drop some weight to get married. 10 miles, about 4 or 5 times a week. We would run all through the lanes and I mean hills like this in Old St. Mellons to drop the weight. Nothing worked as good as coming on the menopause, trust me. Best days I've had in my life. Even people I haven't seen for ages. One of my mum's friends in her, in the oldie zone, I took my mum shopping, and as I was going in with shopping, she said to me, oh my god, you've lost loads of weight. Yes, menopause, it's the menopause. This anxiety stops me from eating. I find that I don't enjoy a meal anymore, because if I have to think about eating and then I think about swallowing, then my anxiety starts, and it's just dreadful. Never suffered like this before in my life. Porridge I'm really good with, so I just live on porridge. I feel sorry for my husband. My husband on many occasions have cooked, and I mean cooked a really nice tea with like cod and risotto, and I'm there green, and I can't even think about eating it because I can't swallow, and it's that bad that I often can't eat. What me and my husband did realise mine this week, because I worked a couple of later nights this week. Not late, because I'm not going to do that anymore. I've really got to put my own health first, so I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm not stressing about that. I can't. For the first time in my life, I am going to do what's right for me to make me well. And I just realised, the clients that I'm working late things to do, people that probably won't even remember my name in 30 years' time. So I have to put myself first, and I am aware of that. But what I noticed is if I'm eating while I'm working, I eat more because I'm not concentrating on eating. Because he said to me, do you know, you eat way more when I bring food down to the office, and it's usually pasta, and I can eat some bread, and I'll have a mouthful, and I'll do some work, but I do. So that may be a new thing, just get busy to eat. But I laugh about it, but it's really tough actually, because I just don't enjoy food. Like, we're going out for a meal for my birthday on Wednesday, and it's really grim actually, but that gives me anxiety just because I don't know how I'm going to be. Now I'm hoping it's going to be a good week because I finished my Utrogestin yesterday, and this first week is usually my good week, but I've said that to you 3 times and I've had a really bad week, so I don't want to tempt fate. So I'll let you know how that goes, but it's a weird new normal actually that we live in. So what I want to say about this anxiety is just something that happened to me 2 weeks ago as well. It was last minute and planned, and I went for a drink with one of my friends just in a local bar. We actually ended up staying up, but we went to a local bar. I can't tell you how bad I was to go out. It was hideous actually, and we had a party last weekend for mine and my daughter's birthday here at the house, and I was in the kitchen making streamer fringing, because I always got a project to do. So I bought all these streamers, and I was making this fringing, stapling it over raffia tape, and I was doing everything that I could do not to get ready to go, and I was still sat in my kitchen half hour before I was due to leave to go meet her, and it's really bad, and I was crying. My anxiety was so bad about going out that I was crying, and it's just so irrational. Everything about that is irrational, and it's just scary how I've gone from being the person who enjoyed socialising and being around people to the person that actually has anxiety about leaving my own house. So it is just life debilitating, really. And I do, this is really bad. But they used to throw women like us in the loony bin years ago. But I do have moments where I think that I'm losing it. So I do understand why that kind of happened. I'm not making excuses for it because it's absolutely shocking and we should have had treatment years ago. But I do kind of understand it because I think sometimes I feel like I'm losing my marbles. And I still get terrible memory loss. I forget people's names now that I never used to do before, or I'll sit in my office and I can't focus and even get my head in the game for 3 hours to do anything, and I can't tell you why. I'm looking at something, it might be the simplest thing to do, it might take me half an hour to do, yet I'm looking at it and I'm antagonising, and I'm giving myself anxiety attacks over a little job that is nothing, that takes me half an hour, and it's ridiculous, and I just really want to just shriek myself and just go stop, what is the matter with you? Seriously, what is the matter with you? But you just can't control it. I keep saying that. For me, everything is lack of control. For the first time in my life, the girl who was a control freak, I've lost every aspect of control of her life. And even as I'm speaking to you now, I've got a migraine coming, I can see the gremlins flashing out my eyes. So on that note, I'm actually going to take a migraine tablet. So it's just all irrational, really. I just wanted to check in with you and just say I'm still as loopy as ever, going through the same process as ever, trying to adjust to the new normal. I'm still taking my treatment, and I think it's the best treatment that I've taken for consistency, even though I've been unwell. I think my menopause symptoms have just increased. And I just hope you're all feeling a bit better than me, really. I think that this is a long path we got to go through, and I just think we got to ride it out as best we can and try and keep as sane as we can as we're going through it. I'm sending you all love and light, warriors, and honestly, I'm thinking about you because I know we're all going through. So make sure you take care of yourself, and like I keep saying, please be kind to yourself because that's the only thing that we've got going through this. Peace out.